They say the taste of freedom can be dangerously sweet, like a whispered promise of something greater, something more thrilling than the life you know. I believed it. I wanted to believe it. I thought independence would define me, complete me, but all it really did was cost me the one soul who loved me unconditionally. My name is Ava, and this is a story of how I walked away from the man who made my world feel whole, all in search of a version of myself I wasn't even sure existed. It began one quiet Sunday morning, in the soft glow of our kitchen light. I sat at the counter wrapped in his favorite hoodie, the sleeves falling past my hands, watching him move effortlessly as he made pancakes, always adding that little extra vanilla, because he knew it made me smile. For a few sacred minutes, everything felt exactly right. Warmth, safety, love, it was all there. But beneath that perfect surface, something had begun to stir. A kind of restlessness I couldn't explain. I was 27, and we'd been together for 4 years. Around me, friends were leaping into new careers, traveling, meeting new people. Their lives seemed alive, spontaneous, full of movement. Mine felt still, predictable. Stable, yes, but static, like I was standing still while the world danced on. The questions crept in, quiet at first, then louder. Asterisk, is this it? Have I seen enough? How can I be sure he's the one if I've never lived without him? Asterisk, they tangled in my head like vines, growing tighter with each passing day. My best friend, Leia, didn't help. She lived in constant motion. New places, new people, endless stories of passion and freedom. You need to live a little before settling down, she'd say, with that tone of certainty that always made me doubt myself more. You'll regret it if you don't. And maybe she was right. Or maybe I just needed someone to confirm what I was already feeling deep inside. Micah, on the other hand, was everything she wasn't. Steady, patient, full of quiet love. He painted pictures of our future with such vivid hope. A cozy house with garden, laughter echoing through it. 2 kids chasing a floppy-eared dog. There was a time I clung to that dream like it was my own. But as my doubts grew, even that beautiful life began to feel confining. Like I was being asked to settle into a story before I truly knew who I was. One evening, after a party full of laughter that wasn't mine, I broke. We were having dinner, when I blurted out the words I had rehearsed too many times. I think we need to take some space, try different paths. His fork still midair. He didn't shout. He didn't cry. He just looked at me with a heartbreak. So quiet it shattered me. If that's what you need, he said softly, I won't stop you. A week later, I was living in a cramped apartment, floors creaking beneath my every step. The furniture didn't match. The walls felt cold, but it was mine. And I told myself that meant something. I told myself I was being brave. In the beginning, it felt thrilling. I joined dating apps, went on spontaneous dates, drank wine with strangers who asked shallow questions and never looked me in the eye the way he did. I told myself this was what I needed, this messy, uncertain freedom. But that rush faded quickly. No one understood my weird jokes. No one remembered how I liked my eggs. No one knew how I cried during Pixar movies or danced like an idiot in the kitchen. And no one made me feel like home. Every conversation, every touch, every kiss, all of it reminded me what I'd lost. Or rather, what I'd pushed away. Micah never reached out. Not once. No message, no I miss you. Nothing. I told myself he was giving me space. That he'd come back when the pain faded. But he didn't. One evening, I gave in and checked his profile. That's when I saw her, Danny, with her kind smile and effortless grace. She sat beside him at a jazz bar, the one I'd always said was too slow for my taste. She leaned into him like she'd always belonged there. My chest tightened. I told myself she was temporary, a rebound, a distraction. But she stayed, post after post, month after month, until one day, Leia sent me a photo with a casual. Did you see this? It was Micah, down on one knee by the lake we used to visit every summer. The water behind him glittered in the sun. Danny stood in front of him, radiant, tearful, saying yes. I didn't cry right away. I just sat there hollow, my screen frozen on the image. Then the grief came in waves. I collapsed against the kitchen counter, shaking, gasping, aching, not because he was happy, but because it wasn't with me. I had asked for this distance. I'd chosen it. I thought it would help me grow. But no one ever warns you that freedom can be a lonely place, a space you create only to realize the one person who made it feel like home has already moved on. 7 months have passed. I still live in that small apartment. The excitement of a new life has long faded. My friends assume I'm over it, and I let them believe that. But sometimes, walking past that old bakery or hearing our song, it all comes crashing back. Mike is building a future I once dreamed of. I'm still chasing a version of more that keeps slipping through my fingers. If you're lucky enough to have someone who truly sees you, someone who stays, listens, laughs with you, and grows with you, don't let go too easily. Don't confuse curiosity with absence, because not all paths lead to better destinations. Some lead straight into regret, and some losses never stop echoing.